Now this little new thing right here changes our commander investment plans completely, and I'll explain why. Now before I cry about it, let me just say that this is not a huge thing, however it tells me a few things for future possibilities, and also I have one more reason that I'll explain first why I have changed my commander investment plan, because initially after my infantry march, I was going to invest on a ranged march, but now, no, we are going to follow the old traditional way. I will make a dedicated video explaining step by step our investment plan. So without further ado, let's start with reason number 1, why we are changing our plans.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Alright, so the first reason is not actually related in-game. However, it's about our YouTube channel. Now, do I care about how many views my videos get? Yes and no. No, because this is not my job. I don't make a living with YouTube videos or with our YouTube channel. For me, it's just a fun side hustle that I love doing. However, yes, because for me, if I'm making videos, I want those videos to be as useful as possible for you people. And if we compare our latest siege and infantry videos, as you can see, this one was published at November 7 and got 1,257 views. However, the infantry video, Ragnar Prime video, was published on November 9, but it got over 4,000 views already. So this tells me one thing: you guys, or my audience, is not very interested on siege marches. I had the perfect plan, right? I was going to first low invest, then mid invest, and high invest, compare all three investments with after we fight with them. However, as I said, it looks like you guys are not that interested in range marches. And also, look at this beautiful video. I wasn't able to publish it. Let me tell you a quick story. So I uploaded this video on YouTube on November 7, and I was going to publish it. It was scheduled for November 9. However, just a couple hours before our video goes public, I noticed that Chatsky released a very similar video, Ultimate Murder Ball tier list, and if you take a look at the video itself, it is very similar to mine. I was using a tier list as well, and it was published, as you can see, November 9, 2024. And I was like, okay, I know that I uploaded this video on November 7, so I had no idea about Chatsky's video, and I was going to publish it on November 9, but no one else knows it. I know that our comment section is going to be filled with, oh my god, Spartan, what the hell, you stole his video. No, I actually uploaded 2 days before. I just didn't publish it, and unfortunately, both videos are very similar to each other. So I want you to let me know in the comment section down below if I should upload this video. I mean, if I should make it public or not. If you're interested, optimal 1 to 5 march, like how you should go from 1 march to 5 marches as a more like a free-to-play low spender approach. Now, back to the topic. So that was my reason number 1 why I kinda decided not to go with the siege route. And number 2, Inspire skill. This is a new king skill released with the latest update. It says choose one of your kingdom's troops to cast as an inspiring troop. All of your kingdom's melee troops that are within a certain range of the inspiring troop, when this skill cast, will take 20% less range damage and deal 50% more range counterattack damage for the next 5 minutes. If I'm not mistaken, this only cost 500 gems. As I said at the start of the video, it is not a huge thing. It's only 5 minutes, but also cooldown is super short in my opinion, only 45 minutes. And this acts like any other king skill for the field fighting. You select a troop, and all troops inside that selected troop, like a big circle, will get this buff. 20% less damage, they will receive 20% less damage. And on top of that, like this is double nerf, deal 50% more range counterattack damage, which is massive. By no means I'm saying that this single-handedly kills siege marches or range marches, but it gives me a few clues, right? In Rise of Kingdoms, we have the players and we have the customers, like high-paying, high-ticket customers. In my opinion, if they are releasing a skill like this, a king skill that targets specifically a troop type, imagine this nerfing cavalry marches or infantry marches. They cannot do it. Like, people will go crazy. And this tells me customers were not very happy with the performance of range marches, siege marches. Because let's be honest, with these type of marches, let's take a look at the engineering commanders, like Gajamada with Gonzalo or Margaret with Gonzalo. As long as you position them well and you have, you know, decent armaments and decent equipment, you could get super nice reports. And the beauty is, only damage that you will take back will be counterattack damage, because you are firing from a range. They cannot hit you with the normal attacks, they cannot cast active skills on you. So basically you are just dealing normal damage, skill damage, smite damage with Gajamada and Cordoba, and in return, ideally you will take only counterattack damage as long as you position these marches well. So as I said, because of the release of that skill that specifically targets a certain troop type, I was like, okay, customers are obviously not happy how Siege is performing. This Inspire skill, the king skill, is not game breaking by any means. However, if people are not happy, there might be future nerfs. They may not release any siege commander anymore, at least for a couple years. Or another alternative, they would release some siege commanders, but they wouldn't be as good. Like this will be probably the best match, or this one will be the best march that you would ever have for your single siege march. Because let's be honest, we do have commanders like Suleiman in the game. No one uses it. He is really, really bad, but they released it anyway. So even if they introduce new siege commanders, new range commanders, they might be as bad as Suleiman, just because the performance of Siege is obviously a little bit too much at this moment. And also, that's why I say if you're going to invest on a commander, do it right before you have to start fighting, because if you take a look at Gajamada, click on information, as you can see, I have not spent any universal sculptures on him. Yes, I did spend some stars. I did pay for his event, special event that gives you some extra sculptures, and of course wasted some experience tomes, but it is what it is. There are people who have fully special talented engineering gear with like crazy armaments with special inscriptions and all that. I don't want to say I feel bad for them at the moment, because if that's the only thing that happened to Siege, like just the Inspire King skill, they can definitely manage that. They can still get insane reports because they have, you know, crazy armaments and superb equipment. They can still get over it. However, for people who are in my shoes, who are considering investing on a Siege march, I'll say at least be careful, okay? Because this is by itself, this skill is not a huge thing, as I said, but this is like a message. It says players and customers are not happy with how good of a performance that you can get with how little investment on your siege marches. So I have a feeling that if it isn't enough, if people are still unhappy, they might take things a step further, or as I said, maybe they don't release any siege commanders, or the ones that they release will be like as bad as Suleiman. Hope you guys liked it, hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next video because I've created super nice infographics. Let me actually show you one of them. There we go. So we're gonna go over our possible investments, so this should be a good sneak peek. I see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.